Good morning. I want to share something I picked up from Book of Mysteries by Jonathan Cahn. You got the teacher, you got the student. The teacher says, imagine something, would you? There existed a world where people wore jewelry, and it was in the shape of an electric chair. Sounds kind of weird. Where models of the electric chair crowned the pinnacle of sacred buildings, where people sang songs about one particular electric chair. Imagine a world where people found in this electric chair hope, mercy, love, forgiveness, restoration, redemption, and new life. What do you think? The student says, I think that'd be pretty weird. But this teacher, you guys are ahead of me here and ahead of the student. That's the world in which we live. You just have to switch out the cross for the electric chair. The electric chair is a much more humane, I don't think they're used maybe somewhere on planet Earth, but in capital punishment is down in the United States. You know, it's lethal injection. You want to make sure people are comfortable. The cross was anything but that. It was the epitome of the opposite of that. It was an inhumane way to kill someone, make it take a long time, and make a public statement about it. So the cross is as much an instrument of execution as the electric chair, the gallows, or the guillotine. Only I would say it's far worse. But what makes it different from every other instrument is that Jesus, the Messiah, the Son of God, died on it. And folks, that changes everything, doesn't it? I've got a cross around my neck right now. I don't know exactly what it's made out of. It's a silver metal. It's just a reminder to me. We live in a world where people wear jewelry in the shape of the instrument of capital punishment, where sacred buildings are crowned with reproductions of this instrument of death, and we sing songs about it, and there are multitudes of people who find hope in the cross. What does this reveal? Well, the student's like, well, it's radical. It is, and yet somehow, for a lot of people, it's just, the cross, a religious symbol. That is not at all what it was in the first century. It also reveals how radical is the love and the power of God in Jesus, the Messiah. To take an instrument of execution and transform it into an object of love and mercy. Selah. Think about that. In which people find hope, grace, new life. Only the Messiah, only the Son of God could make such a thing a reality. The instrument made to bring death now brings life, now causes us to come alive, to be reborn. An instrument of judgment now causes us to be released from judgment. You didn't get put on one of those unless you were condemned. And Jesus was condemned so that we are not condemned. The most perhaps evil object of ancient times now transforms into the most powerful sign of love that the world has ever seen. That's unequivocal. The greatest love this world has ever seen took place on that cross. That's the power of God. And so in the same object is the power to turn every darkness in your life into light, every sorrow into joy, every evil into good. Only God can do that. Every sin as white as snow, every failure into victory, and every death into resurrection. That's the miraculous and radical power of the execution stake that has become the sign of everlasting love. There's a very simple phrase. I picked it up from Max Lucado from the story of Joseph in the Old Testament. Evil, God, good. When you start with evil, only God can turn that which is pure evil into good. He did it at the cross. He did it through the life of Joseph to save many. He did it through the life of Jesus to save all who would call upon the name of the Lord. If you have not called upon the name of the Lord, call upon Him today. Receive the redemption that comes through, in essence, an electric chair. God bless you. Have a great week.